ends of the middle of the map towards each base are like the important choke points. Like almost Sturgeon is kind of the same thing. It's just the geometry of those focal points is different. On Mako Mart, it's kind of a low point with approaches around it that you want to be able to control those pathways, whereas this is a high point that has a presence over other stuff.
Yeah. So we actually got the Splat lane coming out of the, what is that, Sea Salt Squids?
I think so. Yeah, Sea Salt Squids. And I think that's going to be not exactly sure. There's maybe, doesn't matter. Either way, though, off to the start right now. Sea Salt Squids does get the first kill. They do get the zone. They start to push the enemy team back. It is going to be a 3v3 situation, 3v2 situation right now, as Ren is starting to take control of the area, but they are
trade after trade after trade. It's just the zone was in the favor of Ren +1.
So let's see what kind of hold that is. Are they even going to get the zone right now? The Stingray is they're going to take out Pleb. No one was able to paint the zone. Inkstorm's going on right now, but it's not going to be enough just by itself if there's enemies painting. And Rose is able to push some people back, and this should be a zone take.
Yeah, as long as they think to paint the zone right here, they're letting it go
too
long.
No.
And Rose falls off the map at the worst time.
Yeah, we have some people in the middle of the map trying to paint this. The penalty is still
don't
applied.
Have the zone.
Oh gosh.
Neither team can cap this, and finally Sea Salt Squids does take it, and they're able to push Ren +1 back.
Crazy. I think that sprinkler up top might have been one of the deciding factors. I know that wasn't taken out when the Blaster fell off the map, but the Blaster is going to have its revenge. Going to take out C4 right there, but still not a penalty, and more members are going down as a 2v3, and that is still a purple zone.
Yeah, Ren +1's just like every time they're pushing up, they're kind of just getting picked off. But Tim's making a nice play here. He's not quite able to stay alive though, and they get the zone right back.
This is got to be heartbreaking for Ren +1 right now. They've been so close to getting that zone so many times. All they wanted was the penalty, and they haven't been able to get it. 26 seconds left on the clock. C4 is going to take out one member of Ren. Another member is going to back up and get taken out as well.
Yep, this is actually really solid play from Sea Salt Squids right here. Like they're doing they're playing really well together, and it's kind of surprising for a pickup. So, you know, it's much better than you'd expect.
Yeah, that Splat lane does have a problem over to the left, but that is not going to matter because the zone is going to reach objective time, and that is going to be game 1.
Yeah, the beginning of the game was just trade after trade after trade, but from basically mid-game on, Sea Salt Squids felt like they were just in control. Yeah, they really did, and there was just so many times where the zone just didn't get taken. Like, I mean, obviously Rose falling off the map with the Blaster was a big, big blunder. Yeah. But still, how do you think they're feeling after that, right? Because I feel like they might have think that they were playing well. They just got unfortunate and didn't get the zone a bunch of times in a row and maybe able to brush it off. I mean, if I'm on them, I'm just saying, like, our problem was not playing together, really. Like, yeah, it just seemed like nobody would, like, they would kind of, like, go together, but nobody would really, like,
they would show up together but not work together once they were there.
And everybody would just get picked off as they tried to do stuff.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Well, let's see if they can adjust now. Starfist main stage tower control is going to be the next game up. This is going to be a mode where that Blaster is definitely going to have a big benefit, so we'll see if Rose stays on Blaster or goes back to Snipe. Like he was in the earlier sets that we saw.
Yeah, I'm going to expect the Blaster, though, because I think Sniper, well, on paper it almost seems like it's good. It's just all the positions you would want to be in with a Sniper are really easy to bomb.
Yeah.
Like, you just can't stand anywhere.
Especially on tower control where you're like the few places where you can stand, you're forced to move. Yeah. Like, in Splat 1, I feel like Sniper was really good on tower control because of how much you can kill people on tower. Yeah. But in Splat 2,
it's a lot harder.
You can't really, there's not really a lot of positions on maps where you can just sit there and kill people on tower and not get flanked constantly. You have to always keep changing location. You're always open to flanks. It's just not as good for Chargers. So even though the Rose was finding a lot of success with the Charger earlier, I do think that you're right. I think Blaster's the better choice here.
Yeah, especially because it's tower control. Like, maybe you could argue on some of the other modes that you could get away with a Charger, but I think this map plus this mode, it's just like you shouldn't.
Yeah. Well, we're about to start up only a few seconds left for Inu to decide what he's going to go with. Or she, maybe?
I'm not sure which one
There's
it
a 50% chance, I think. But yeah, so we're about to find out. So, game 2, tower control main stage.
Game 2 in this tiebreaker set. Let's see if Ren +1 can tie it up. Yep.
Tied.
Tie.
All right, cool. So we see a blaster from
Charger coming from C4.
Oh, that's interesting. So we do have the blaster, I think, in the hands of Ren. No, it's actually Pleb going blaster right now. Rose going ends up. So maybe Rose did not feel comfortable with blaster, but they knew that they still needed one, so they switched up the role.
Well, I do know that Pleb more often than not plays blaster, at least in solo queue when I see him. So I think probably just felt more comfortable there.
That makes a lot of sense. Well, right now he is watching the left side as he begins to move towards where his teammates are pushing up the mid. The tower is pushed slightly. Nothing big right now until some kills start happening. But unfortunately for us, yeah, for Ren, Sea Salt actually got a few of those picks right there, so they're going to be able to do a counter push.
Yeah, Ren got their specials earlier, so they got kind of an advantage. But Sea Salt Squids did a really good job of staying alive, and it didn't really get punish them that hard at all, and they just pushed them right back out.
Some sort of effective trade right there as members of both teams go down. Tower still hasn't really moved out of the top mid of the area, so this game nothing really has started to influence the final outcome of this game quite yet, as members of Ren are starting to move up. They have some on Tower, but their other members are not ahead of Tower, and the sniper is actually going to get a double kill right there and put a stop to this push.
Yeah, stop to the push, but not necessarily a stop to the map to kill. They weren't able to clean up that kill there, and Rose is actually just going to cause chaos to let the rest of the team get up into position.
And Rose fortunately does get taken out. There are specials going on right now, and Knowledge gets taken out by that bubble. See, using those bubbles is kind of like Unreal Tournament shot combos is so effective doing stuff like that. Kenny right here with the Forge is going to try to nab the Slash Beam. Will he get the kill? Yes, and he does not get taken out. As a result, he is going to... No!
Kenny!
As a result, he's going to fall off the map.
Oh, man.
And
there's been a lot of falling off the map this tournament. I feel like every time I'm on camera or on commentary, there's been like one or two of them.
Well, no one's actually at the tower right now. People from both teams are starting to approach it. Looks like Sea Salt is going to get there first. Rose over here with the Forge Splatter Shot is going to be in position to try to flank the tower, but he is pushed back by the slashing machine, as now both members from both teams are starting to apply pressure to the tower. Specials are going off. The sniper is looking for a pick. Let's see if the sniper is going to be able to stop it again.
They're all bunched up here, and the specials are coming out from Sea Salt Squids, and they really need to reposition right now.
Ooh, there's another bubble kill. Look at that. Those are so nice. Probably right at the edge of the hit radius. Gets a double kill. Can he get the triple? No, it doesn't seem it, but he does come out of this with special, and he doesn't fall off the map this time, which means he's going to be able to start pushing this up as long as he doesn't die to this... I wouldn't pop that second bubble. Yes, good. So oh, I popped it anyway. Yeah, I popped it anyway. That's the thing about bubble blower, right? Because they're so easy to pop, you really need to be conscious to not waste your bubbles on nothing. You have to pop them very intentionally. You do get 3, so you can do things like we've seen Rose do, how can I say, just use them to check behind things like it's a grenade. Yeah. Apply one bubble at a time, and then you keep the other 2 for stopping the opponent. But yeah, either way, not a really big push, only to 63, but there's only 1 minute 56 seconds left in the match, so one team is going to have to make or stop a big push soon.
Yeah, it looks like the Law trying to push up. But Kenny's the only one in position to actually put any pressure on it. Oh, the Rose on the back was just picked off before she got in tower in time.
Blaster near tower, but there is ink armor to try to protect some of these members as bubbles do go off and get a kill. C4 over here trying to make sure that they are able to ride the tower, and
oh man, C4 is causing pressure, but not able to get any more points out of it. Now Knowledge is gonna have to win this 1v1 against Rose. He does win that 1v1, maybe able to get some more points here.
He's going to go ahead and chase down this Blaster.
Just barely living! Umbrella versus Blaster!
What is going on?
What is happening?
Oh, he gets the kill!
Gosh.
Will he get the double? Will the Blaster get the...
Or is the Ink Saver main nerf going to cause him to lose this? How does he still have Ink?
Okay, well that ended up being the longest effective trade I've seen all day, and I messed up my L's and R's really badly there. Rose, meanwhile, in the middle of the map, is going to get a kill. He is going to have the Ink armor to help his team with this push. So this is starting to come down to it. 46 seconds left. Paint going down on both sides of the map right now as both teams are just scrambling to get control of this objective.
I feel like most of them are not running Object Shredder, which is kind of weird because you would think Object Shredder would be something you would run with with a Bubbles comp.
There are actually no people running Object Shredder in this match right now.
Yeah, especially with how popular Armor is right now. It just seems like you'd see more of that.
Yeah, a little bit strange, but not going to come into account, at least not for this game. 15 seconds left while we see basically Sea Salt is going to have to make this push right now. They've been doing really well. They just haven't gotten the lead.
They don't have the checkpoint, so it really is just get it going, and you pretty much get the lead.
No, they were pushed off tower with 1 second left.
Oh, no! That desperate play.
That was close, though. He recognized that his teammate was getting pushed off tower and got back up there, but unfortunately not going to happen. And that is going to be, oh, yeah, that's going to be a 1-1.
Yep, 1-1. Ren just picks up that game just barely. Scrapes it by. They actually do get outslayed there, too. So
yeah, pretty significantly.
Seems like the teamwork was just a little bit better there.
Okay.
It could be assists.
But, yeah, though, that was one of the lowest scoring games I think I've seen all day.
Definitely all day, but that map, it's not that surprising because sometimes getting past that first checkpoint can be like kind of
pretty difficult.
Yeah. It's usually the second checkpoint that's the hardest one, but the first one
after
can
you get past that
hard.
Second checkpoint, it's just a knockout.
Yeah, almost every time.
Yeah, so that just happened to be one of those games where they didn't get past the hard checkpoint to get it to the easy ones. As we go into Game 3, Rainmaker, Mako Mart. So we saw this earlier. I believe Ren won pretty convincingly in that really quick push versus Jackie's team with like Pleb running around.
Yeah, Pleb got a lot of kills that game.
Yeah, so we'll see.
I wouldn't be surprised if they go with the comp they went before. I think Pleb was on NZAP if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he was, and that ended up being really effective. So we'll see how that ends up working out, and if he ends up making those big clutch multi-kills that got his team in that position to win like that last time. Now on the other side, what do you think that what do you think that Sea Salt should be doing here? You know, their comp, was it their comp last game?
I mean, they did run a Charger in probably one of the worst map and game types for Charger. So I wouldn't be surprised if they just ditch that and move on to something else and maybe go back to the comp they had for the first map because that, you know, that actually would work pretty similarly on this. I think.
That is true. Basically, the only so far a Charger being run in this matchup has not led to a good thing. So let's see how they end up running. Of course, we didn't get to see how Sea Salt played this particular map in pools. At least not I didn't get to see it. So we don't know what they were running before. But we'll see what the comps are. It's still a Charger from Rose. No Charger from Sea Salt.
Splattershot Pro instead of the Charger.
Interesting. Maybe they think that using those ink storms to push down the street is going to be important. But, everyone from Sea Salt gets on top of that Rainmaker at the very start of the match, and they get the very quick pop. What do you think of that opening? Like, what do you think the best thing to do is? To try to get the pop? Like, what happens if both teams try to do it?
I mean, everything I think about like with going quick pop in general is if you don't get quick pop, just immediately spread out, give up on trying to get it, because just sitting there trying to go for it just opens up because if they didn't commit as hard to it as you guys did, they're gonna have an advantage in position-wise.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it looks like the Rainmaker was popped fast by Sea Salt, I believe, but it looks like it's actually Ren that's going to be able to kind of get an advantage here to start pushing up just a little bit. But like we've seen, this map can be very swingy if the Rainmaker gets pushed to the right spot. Right now we see members from Ren just trying to get to the middle of the map to stop this Rainmaker. They are not able to. Knowledge with the flank.
That was the weirdest interaction because, you know, Ren actually had 2 people down, and they still are the ones on the front foot right now.
Yeah, and it's really nice that they're able to move the Rainmaker so far forward because even though, you know, Sea Salt's going to get some map control Ren's going to get some map control right now. They're not going to be able to really make a push out of this, so it's going to buy him some time.
The colors are backwards. That was what messed me up there.
Oh, yeah. It's not my fault. Either way, Rose there getting a nice kill on Knowledge. The Rainmaker's starting to move up. This
3 down for a second there. The only one left alive was the Blaster with a special.
So let's see if they're going to still try to take it left, even with that Toxic Mist. I think they can get past it, but there is a member
not able
of the
to
enemy
make
team.
the jump.
Oh, man.
That would have been lead, but it wouldn't have been that significant of a lead. It looks like they might actually be able to grab that now. Kenny's going to go ahead here and jump off. Try to make the jump. The Toxic Mist actually stopping that strategy. Very interesting to see the Toxic Mist being used well like that. But
I was just about to say they need to change it up because they're trying to make this push, and there's already people in there, and it's impossible to go that way if there's people there.
Yeah, but unfortunately, members of Sea Salt were able to get into position and preemptively and stop that. Now they are the ones with the objective. They're going to move forward with the Rainmaker right now. C4 over here is marked. See some enemies trying to use that zipline. Can they get the punish? Oh, yes, it looks like it, yes. So C4 going to get that kill. The Rainmaker starting to move up to the left. Enemies over here trying to do something about it. 1 gets taken out, 2 gets taken out, 3 gets taken out, and that is that's an abrupt stop to that push.
Not sure if that's showing up on stream, but something's happening on screen that was cutting up a gameplay.
If you guys have a giant Kappa picture just getting in the way of gameplay, we apologize, and if not, we apologize for talking about it. But right now, Ren is starting to make another slow push forward. 2 minutes left in the game, so this isn't the worst thing ever for Sea Salt Squids, but if this turns into a really big push,
this is going to be
dangerous.
Something good. Nobody's in position for it. Rose just keeps going.
22.
22 is a game winner, I think, on this. It's not, like, I mean, if they just get back to that same point, it's not that
They
big
can
deal,
win with 22. There's definitely, like...
Yeah, you can knock out on this map, but it's really hard to just get to the first, like, basically getting past 70, 60-ish is the hard part.
Yeah. Right now, I see Knowledge, the roller, has been getting some good flanks. This is a map where there are a lot of flanks possible. Getting stopped by this Spider Shot Pro over to the side.
Whoa.
Gets the kill anyway.
Nice kill. That's
Moves
3
up,
down.
And this is the push that they needed. They get a full wipe as they start to move the Rainmaker forward. Unfortunately, the Rainmaker is the last one, and he is going to get challenged by this Spider Shot. This is putting a huge... a lot of breaks onto this push. Will Wall be able to make it out of here?
They just keep holding them back.
That's very unfortunate for the Rainmaker. Didn't just make it there with everybody else. I don't really know what they could have done differently there if they knew the Rainmaker was moving slower, maybe put a little bit more pressure on the enemy spawn, but that push does get stopped at 46. Minute left to go. Now Ren is in possession of the Rainmaker, and Sea Salt's got to do something about it, man.
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty much Ren's game at this point to lose, because they're just kind of in control on the map and in control with the Rainmaker, and as long as they just don't play like dumb for the rest of the game, they probably should be able to lock this down.
Yeah, Rose over here just kind of move the Rainmaker all the way
Perfect
to the left. This is a good place to take it, too, because it's a lot harder to push here, because respawning enemies are going to be able to stop a direct push, and then at that point you have to go all the way across the map to try to do anything. So this is going to be pretty hard for Sea Salt, but they are in the position to at least do something. But no, Shooter gets through, trades with the Rainmaker. That's not the trade that you want at this point.
Yeah, especially when they puts them 3 down. Like the Charger being the only one alive right now is not what they need.
Yeah, not at all. 20 seconds left. The Rainmaker basically has to be popped immediately, taken into the hands of not the team that has
They're
it.
just going to bring it back now. If they're not bringing it back. They're actually going for a push. This actually opens up an opportunity for them to make a play here. Kenny does get picked off, and now nobody's going to make it in
sniped.
time.
No, Sniper does not get the shot. Even if the Spider Shot gets to go right now, I don't really see this happening. And it's...
Oh, it's 23! 22! Oh, man. I had the backwards team right there.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, I had the backwards team, too. I was like, I guess I'm just going for a safety.
What just happened? And wait, they're the ones behind!
Oh, my gosh. I can't believe that happened. All right. So, I again, got messed up from the colors up there, but I just thought that was... I thought that was Ren just going for a safety push at the end there.
I was confused as to why they were pushing, and then like, yeah.
Well, I guess that would open up an opportunity for them to win.
It would open it up. that makes a little sense.
It would have opened wide up as Sea Salt takes Sea Salt takes game 3. So now it is 2-1, and we are bad at our jobs.
I blame Prodigy.
Yeah, I blame Prodigy too. You guys aren't even on the same team anymore. You're still teammate blaming. But and Prodigy tried to say something right there, but his voice broke up. So it's the tech's fault.
Yeah, I blame the tech. I am a tech as a normal job, and blaming the tech is always a good way to go.
Deflecting. All right, so moving on. Splat Zone Snapper Canal. Now this one was played in bracket. I'm fairly certain it was showed on screen. This is a fun game type in general. I think that Snapper has a lot of surface area that doesn't always get used that much, but it still allows for alternate ways to attack the middle of the map. And
it kind of reminds me of Piranha Pit a little bit.
A little bit. If Pit had one zone.
Yeah.
Right?
My main problem with it is I feel like it's too easy to just get zone for free.
Yeah, especially with like ink storms and stuff. Even though it's nerfed, it's still pretty easy to just get it. You have to
one
move
special
up.
Can pretty much guarantee you get at least refresh the penalty.
Yeah.
So
I'm a firm believer in just spawn killing on this map.
Yeah, why? That's pretty much what you got to do.
Yeah, it's especially like me. I use run speed and zap. I know a lot of people don't think that run speed's that good in this game, but on this map in particular, if you do play a weapon like that, you have this really nice advantage when you get close to the enemy spawn, you have all these slicks to move around on. Where even if they try to paint down, if they try to hit you with blasters and stuff, you can just move away. Nothing can apply anything to the ground except for Toxic Mist, and even Toxic Mist really doesn't stop your run speed that much. So you can definitely if a team moves up the spawn kill, I like to get up just deep in those nooks and crannies, make it really hard for anyone to kind of stop me until they jump over and get killed. Let's see if any teams do go for the spawn. Ooh, Slasher Deco. That actually could be a pretty good weapon for that kind of push-up strategy. you know, you have all that splash damage to slash over. You have the baller. You have the sprinkler. So let's see how it ends up working out. I'm interested in seeing it. I think this is our first time seeing the Slosher Deco on stream. At least I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I definitely don't think it's been played this tournament so far. At least in the games I've seen on the stream.
But we were, you know, I was playing some while, you know, Cass was doing other stuff. But let's see how it works out. The Slash Decker right now is in zone, is going to go ahead and paint that. Going to push up to this person over by the bike. Gets pushed back. Will he use ballers to keep himself alive? He will. And then he doesn't fall off the map.
Just barely doesn't fall off.
Going to go ahead and use the baller right there. Unlike the Splash down, doesn't get rid of the bombs. He has to back up. But he does stay alive. He does start building special again. That Sprinkler in zone. The Slash is in zone. Teammates pushing over here. He's just staying safe.
Yep. The only thing here is Sea Salt Squids is actually kind of just rushing down the middle. They don't have specials. So they're not getting the zone back though. All right, there we go. So
now they get the zone back. All right, cool. 4v2, so they are going to be able to push an advantage right now, but we still have knowledge and people on the other side of the map not really pushed up that much, so this does give an opportunity for Ren to you know, get out of this situation as they start to push out of the base.
Yeah, I think Sea Salt Squids actually is making a mistake here. They weren't pushing up hard enough, and now they're getting surrounded right now. C4 is in a really bad spot and is going to get surrounded. Does get one kill that kind of opens it up. Let's see if C4 cleans up 2. They do clean up 2. That was a nice play right there, and let's see if they can push into their base a little harder and actually get a full setup going. They only have 30 seconds to get.
Yeah, Sea Salt Squids, they have this... get the nice kill. Fall-off damage kill right there. They have the specials going off. They have the positioning. A baller being forced outside of zone. Let's see if it's able to stop zone, if there's anyone else nearby to be able to paint. Does not look like it. That probably is going to get taken out. They do.
3 down
that is
again,
almost a full wipe.
Deco
can't do it.
That's going to be game right there.
Dang. Upsetting, because I really wanted to see that Slash Deca do some stuff. I mean, it did do some cool stuff.
It did do some stuff. I think the problem there is they were going too much for kills and not enough for focusing on the map control, because that weapon is very much a map control weapon. It does its best when it already has full map control. Yeah. So it's basically it's a Brella replacement. So yeah. I think one, they had a Brella and a Slasher Deco on the team, which is just redundancy. Yeah. And then 2, I feel like the Slasher Deco needed to focus more on map. Like, they didn't have as much paint as they needed. Yeah.
And there was a couple times, like towards the end, the Slasher Deco was kind of out of position to get taken out by the heavy as he thought he was you know, getting in kind of like a flank situation. But you know, that was a pretty impressive run by Ren +1. They were definitely doing some stuff early in the tournament, especially that really impressing us. They had a lot of close games right there. I mean, if that Rainmaker game or that tower control game had gone differently, you know, it's just it could have been we could be going to Game 5 right now. So big props to them. Hopefully they enjoy the rest of their games to be played and the rest of the games to be watched during this tournament as we finish up our tiebreaker match. I'm not sure exactly what we're going to have up on stream next. There's a